What is up, everybody? This is your boy, the E-bike guy. Today, as you see before me, this is the Mukkpet Ninja. Now, y'all know that I have done a review on this bike for a long time prior to it's at its state right now. So it was stock when I did a review. A company sent me this to do a review, and it has massive dual 48-volt batteries on there, 15 amp hours a piece, which came out to be about 30 amp hours. So what we're going to be doing today is that we are going to be riding this bad boy at 48 volts, and we're going to be transforming this into a little bit more higher speed. We're going to be going from 48 volt to 72 volts, guys. So we're going to see what the top speed is on 72 volts, and we're going to see the top speed on about 48 volts right quick. So as you can see that we did put another control on there. We took the 4-dryer off. We got an 80 amp control on there. Okay, so we actually went from a 750 watt gear hub motor to a 1500 watt direct drive. So that's going to give a little bit more top speed as that, and you know, she can start to keep up with us as well, because most of us have, you know, we're on 52 volts and above. This bike does about 30. We're trying to see if we can do about 35 to 40 miles an hour on 72 volts. It is a battery that I got from a Step Armor build, because the owner is not doing nothing with his old battery. So we're going to be using his old battery and putting on the putting on the Ninja, and see what we're going to what kind of cheese and we're going to achieve with this new setup. So anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna go get the camera strap done, and we're gonna ride this bad boy quick. So I got the dual batteries out now. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to figure out if those lights right there can run on 72 volts, the front and the rear, and I'm gonna have to either purchase some aftermarket lights, or I can go to Walmart and just get a temporary one for right now, and a tail light I have already here. But we have the 72 volt battery, and we're going to be hooking it up on this side right here, because it has a lot of surface area. And also I'm going to be putting some padding, and I'm going to put a little bit of padding on the back, and so that way we can make sure it doesn't get rubbed or get damaged anyway while it's sitting on the back. So that's what we're going to be doing as of right now. But I got to walk this over there because this bike has no electric power, and we got e-bike kid that'll just turn the crank. So anyways, so let's go over here and go over there. I'm gonna walk over there and. But you can pedal it. Yeah, I can pedal it. You're right. Yes, it does. The pedals does work, so I might just do that. All right, and get some exercise in. Let's do it. So here it is. So we got the 72 volt battery that's gonna go in here. So this is a, it's used. It is a 26 amp hour battery. Already I fitted the XT90 connector. That's gonna fit right there. So we're going to have to take that cradle off, and we're gonna go to my buddy's Roy's house, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna weld that battery like a little slot, so that way the battery won't slip down towards the crank. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that battery on there, and yeah, we're gonna call Roy up and see what we can do to make it happen right quick. So we're gonna go ahead and take that cradle off right there. We're gonna keep that one on for right now until I figure out to make a little small 48 volt pack, so we can utilize the controller and the lights and everything, or make a switch to turn it on. So all right. Oh, speaking of the devil, he's calling me right now, guys. Okay, so here we are. We're at our boy shop. We're about to go ahead and make some brackets to mount the battery. Now, fortunately, this is made out of aluminum, so we're going to grind these little divots away where the old battery tray mounted on. So we're going to grind it nice and smooth, and then we're going to fire our aluminum welder, get the torch, heat up the metal I got right there, and we're going to try to weld a bracket where the battery is going to be mounted kind of permanently right there. So that's what we're going to do. So we finally got the 72 volt battery installed on. It is actually charging up, and we're going to go home and actually have the owner, or Maria, e-bike woman, test ride it and see what her thoughts is on it now. I know this speedometer is not showing up correctly, so we might have to actually go down on the wheel size to display the correct, accurate speed on the e-bike. But I can tell you right now, for me riding it on my live session, that it has way more torque and a lot more speed just from upgrading from that 48 volt batteries to a 72 volt battery. So it is awesome. So as I got the 72 volt battery installed on the Mukkpet Ninja, they actually getting this bike ready. What happened was the controller finally just took a crap, and now we're putting a new controller on there. Now unfortunately it doesn't have a display, but it will have a voltage switch, so we know what voltage is at. So it's a 52 volt battery, fully charged at 58, so we know when it gets really low. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be getting this bike ready to ride. We got dual battery set up. I made this one right here in conjunction with this one. This one's already mounted on the down tube, so I made this one to go on the top tube. Now this was longer, but I had to reconfigure this to actually fit on the triangle of the bike, so it kind of fits. Both of the batteries fits right on the bike. So we still have the old controller here. Let's see here. It's in the very bottom. Okay, so there it is. So that is the controller that finally took a dump, and it just no go for it. So we're gonna put that up, and in a minute we're gonna take that to the owner. I just called her. She's ready to ride it, and I'm gonna get her first impressions of how the bike feels now. Let's see the new power for 100 amps. What are you doing? Yes, that's the
That's a different style.
Yeah.
Controller. It's gonna
Yeah. So. Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, don't ease on the. He's ease on the gas.
just go.
Just go. There you go. 2-volt, 26 amp hour, but just ease on the throttle. It was still doing a little struttering, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I want you to get your initial impressions, you know what I'm saying?
Are you live right now?
Yeah, no, I'm not live. Yeah. Yeah. We still gotta go to Walmart. I haven't went to Walmart yet though.
What do you need in Walmart?
Charcoal. I was gonna buy charcoal. Who that is?
Oh!
What's this? This is my birthday. Okay, so I got a badge. Okay, I'm gonna put that on. So.
Oh.
Yeah, you see? Just ease on a little bit though. Just a little bit. Yeah, so just go up the hill and then come down like, you know, as you do right there. You know, ease on it. There you go. Now when we get to like a little bit of speed, then you can gun it. See? Come here. Turn it off and turn it back on. Just ease on it. When you go a little fast, then you can get on it. All right. Okay, there she go. Okay, there she goes. She got it now. Okay. I want to see the new speed. She gonna be coming here flying now. What's up? So what's your precious is now?
Definitely go faster than 30. I like it. I can get sand off the ground now.
Yeah. Yeah, you were flying.
It's this ain't right?
No, I don't think so. I got it. You going? Your top speed's around about 42, 43.
Shit, it felt like 45.
Oh yeah.
But it's definitely faster.
Well, it could be go faster. It's not fully charged up all the way though. So.
And
It has some power too. Yeah.
yeah, Tootie, you wanna race now? You wanna race now? You wanna talk your shit now?
You can keep up with the Bentley now. The CG24. Yeah. Hey, remember now. All right, so here we are. We are finna ride the Mukkpet Ninja, 72 volt, 3,000 watts. We're finna see what she got. yeah, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and scrap on now. As y'all noticed in my review that, you know, it sits kind of high. Maria, she does ride this bike, and it sits pretty high for her, but she's pretty liking it since it been having, you know, transformations over and over. We are going to be adding some lights on this since we're going to be ditching the stock control and everything. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm pretty much excited, you know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 minute. Okay, so we are, so it's doing the same thing. It could be the controller that's might be giving it. Yeah, so it is, something is definitely not right. So we're gonna go back into the drawing board and see what's going on with it. So let's turn it off. All right, so this is not the finished product yet. So I thought it was the BMS that was messing up. Apparently that wasn't the problem. The problem is in the hub motor. So what's going on, we have a little bit of rubbing inside the stator. And luckily that one of my subscribers has sent me a motor. So we're gonna try to fit the 3,000 watt hub motor on here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this 1,500 watt hub motor. I might try to repair it for another build. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and show y'all what the 72 volt is actually doing to this Ninja as far as performance and power. But yeah, man, so this is what you see right here. Hopefully I might get another 72 volt piggyback battery or like a range extender so we can equal this thing up to like 40 amp hours. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get back on it and we go ahead and ride this again. All right, so we're back at it again. So this is the 1,500 watt hub motor that was on the Ninja. As you can see right here, we got the 72 volt battery installed on the bike. What we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be unlacing this wheel. I'm gonna have Roy to maybe true it when we get on from work, but we having some problems with the wheel. I guess Hall sensor error. When we get this motor power, it cuts out. I thought it was the BMS, which I bypassed, and it wasn't the BMS, so it was in the hub motor. And no, it's not in the controller because that's a brand new, it's only 2 days old. But if that's the case, I do have another controller I can slap on here, so I'm not worried about it either. But due to this, due to the bike and how much power we're putting into it now, we're gonna go ahead and change it out to a 3,000 watt hub motor that one of my subscribers was mailed to me, wanted me to fix it. It does have some damage to the axle, but I'm gonna see if I can get it on anyways, and hopefully that this motor works. I have no idea if it works or not, but we're gonna just try it, you know what I'm saying, like I did E-bikeguy motor. So that's what we're doing right now. It's not gonna take me long, about maybe about an hour or two to get this motor on. I do have to go to the bike shop and get a new tire while I got the motor off, so that way we can have a brand new tire put on this bike when we get ready to ride it. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna lace this in, and then I'm gonna go to the bike store and get a tire, have this motor on, and then we go for another test ride. All right, so here's the final transformation. I hope this is the final transformation of the Mukkpet Ninja. I'm gonna call this the Mukkpet Super Ninja. Now, we didn't went from 1,500 watts. Now we have 3,000 watts in the back. We got a 72 volt battery, 26 amp hours, right in the middle of the frame, and we also got an 80 amp controller. So on paper, this bike should perform very, very well. We already enrolled it with the 1,500 watt hub. Now we're gonna have the 3,000 watt hub motor now, and we're just gonna ride this bad boy. Now I'm thinking about in the future, we're gonna add another 72 volt battery, maybe a 20 right there where the Mukkpet insignia at right there, and mount a 20 amp hour battery, run those in parallel with the 72 volt 26 amp hour battery, and give it a total of 46 amp hours. That is enough for a good amount of range so we can ride longer. And that's what I want to do to these bikes, is get them up to speed and get some range on these bad boys so we can ride further and a lot longer and have fun. So without further ado, I'm gonna grab my GoPro. We're gonna scrap on this bad boy and see what we got. Whoa, okay. So right off the bat, we have a we have a lot of power getting on this bad boy. So at the beginning, we had I'm glad this is a dual mode controller. So we was having problems with the phase wiring, and we're gonna crank it up, see what we got on. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, okay, wow. Oh man, Maria gotta be careful on this damn thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is on 3. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, she's gonna be happy. Oh my God. So I unplugged the hall sensor cable. We might have a hall sensor problem. So this is, I love these dual mode controls because they can run with or without the hall sensors. We was having the hall sensor problem on the 1,000 watt hub motor, and we're having problems with this one. But this bad boy is ridiculously torquey. Oh my God. Oh man, I hope Maria be oh my goodness. Oh. Woo. Jesus. Okay. Okay, might made it a little too powerful. Oh man, yeah, she's gonna like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man, y'all gotta tell me how fast I'm going. We on 4. Let's get it up to 5. Woo! Oh my God! Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all she wrote right here. All she wrote. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. 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 So damn. Oh. Okay. Oh man. She might have. Oh God damn. Oh man. Okay, so we might have to switch to a better controller. So, you know, this controller gives a lot more punch off the line. You know, this is nothing like how the 1,500 watt hub motor was. So you got to be really, she got to be really careful not to wheelie, because this bike will wheelie. So I don't know how fast I was going. I'm pretty sure we was doing at least about 40, between 40 and 42 miles an hour. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna like that. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. She's moving. She's moving. Yeah. Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay, so whoo, guys. Let me go home and get her reaction. I don't want to give it too much thought and it comes up. Oh my goodness. Okay, we might extend the rear end just a little bit, because this thing, I don't want, oh my God. Oh my God, yeah. And see, that's another thing about these bikes, you know, they have a short wheelbase, so that, you know, when you have a lot of power going into these e-bikes with short wheelbases, they tend to get really wheelie happy, especially if you don't have a decent controller that controls the that can control the throttle. So definitely going to be upgrading this controller soon, because it has got too much torque down low. And one thing about these controllers, they're not programmable. So she's gonna have to sit up very forward on the handlebars, so that if she sits too far back, the bike's gonna wheelie. So I'm going ahead and go back to the house right quick. Woo! Woo! Man, she moving. Yeah, I don't know. She is moving, boy. Yeah, this is, I mean, a lot of power, guys. I mean, definitely need to find out what's going on with the hall sensors. But we'll keep it like that for right now, until I figure out what's going on with the hall sensors. But she's moving. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man. That is amazing. That is very amazing right there, man. For that thing to be going this fast. Holy moly. Got me tearing up, guys. Oh man. Yeah, from a dead stop, this thing is absolutely animal. You really have to kind of give it a little throttle. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, this thing is really, what make it probably better if, you know, I'm probably gonna end up mounting the, one of the 40-volt batteries on the, up front, just to, keep some of the weight down low, because of the fact that it is very torquey. Definitely gonna need a larger wheelbase or some sort of a controller that we can program that, you know, not so torquey down low. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. She might be scared of this damn thing. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man. This is, yeah, definitely gonna need some throttle control on this bad boy. Oh my God. Oh man, this thing is absolutely animal. Oh man, I don't even know how fast I was going, but I'll probably end up getting Jacoy in a minute from school. Let me see what time it is. So it's almost time for him to get out of school. And okay, and so hold on 1 minute. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get Jacoy from school, and we're gonna go do another riding test on this bad boy. So it is very torquey down low. I can't believe how much, you know, saying just upgrading the motor controller have that much difference on. I mean, it is light. The front end is light, you know, and it's not too light, but it's light enough that this motor is providing so much torque that it's actually lifting the front wheels up. So I was thinking about just adding that 40-volt battery up front, but then again, that would actually power the lights and everything back on, so that way she can ride at night, and that probably add a little bit more of a stability up front, you know what I'm saying, just to keep the front end down until we actually can get a far driver. I'm thinking about getting the far driver controller, 72-260 controller. You know, don't want to put, or a 360, just don't want to put too much stress on the battery and the motor until I get like a secondary battery. But 9 times out of 10, this bike's gonna have a far driver 72-360, and this bike's gonna be ready to go. It's gonna be ready to go. And then we got more updates to come on all of our e-bikes, and just stay tuned. I'm gonna go and get my son, and we're gonna go for another bit of ride. All right, so I got my e-bike kid from school, so we're gonna be heading to McDonald's, and we are riding the beast. We're riding the beast of an e-bike, the Mukkpet Super Ninja. That's what I'm gonna call it. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go to McDonald's, treat him out to eat, and then we're gonna go. All right, ready? All right, let's go. All right, we are on the way to McDonald's. You had a good day at school?
What?
You had a good day at school?
Yeah.
All right, see how fast this bad boy goes. Watch. Let's go fast now. Yeah. We're doing good. We're actually going real fast. The Mukkpet Ninja's doing real good, so it's crazy how fast this bad boy is going. Yeah. We're gonna cross the street, son. So we're gonna cross the street. We're gonna go the back way to McDonald's. Okay, so Let's get on the sidewalk. All right, we're gonna wait for the traffic right quick. So I can't be too careless because this bike will come up. Come on. So the bike will like wheelie. All right, we are good to go. All right, let's go. All right, once it get up to speed, it's okay, you know. Yeah, Real's gonna like this. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, got my son here, man. We like riding e-bikes, man. This is never gotten e-bikes like this, man. We was all into ATVs and dirt bikes, you know. That was our passion, you know what I mean? So now it's almost like a new fun of excitement right here, riding these e-bikes, because of the fact that if you roll like an ATV or anything, like how we passed that sheriff, we would have got pulled all around the spot and got our ATV, took it, impounded. Then we had to go through the process of getting the title, going to the impound yard and proving that it belongs to us to get it back. Without these e-bikes, there's no problem with that. So we're actually chilling. And we're making our way up to McDonald's. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm really gonna like this a lot. Almost too fast for this frame. Definitely got to have some good brakes. All right. It's putting a lot of watts in that motor. Putting a lot of watts in that motor. I know. All right, hit her right. We're gonna hit her right here. Yeah, I mean, she's cooking. Yeah, she's a cooking. All right, we're gonna keep going straight. Hold on 1 minute. All right, come on. All right. And no, guys, when I get the new people to my reviewers and everything, I am not going to litter on camera again, because of the fact that it brought the freaking Captain Planeteers. Oh, they got all over me, man, when I put that cup on the ground. So I don't want to upset them. So I'm pretty much going to drink that drink and just and leave it here. So all right, let's put our bikes over here right quick. Here, put it right here, son. All right, hold on. Let me get this right. Yep, yours right down. Yep, just like that. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right, so we out here at McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? My son gave him some nuggets and fries. That's his favorite food, and it's right. Yeah, so anyway, so this is discussion about these e-bikes, you know. It's some frames that you really can't put a lot of power into. For example, the Mukkpet Ninja, it has a short wheelbase, so putting a lot of power on that bike, you know, so it tends to be really happy and be potentially dangerous if a rider don't know how to really throttle control. So we definitely will need to change out the controller for a far driver or some sort of like a Sabotage controller that we have a little bit of throttle control at the bottom end, so that way that the bike doesn't jerk forward or have some tendency to lift the front wheels, because this is a lot of power. This is basically the same amount of power that was in the white Stealth Bomber that I'm actually fixing to modify. So just word of caution, when you do tend to modify your existing e-bike, just be careful when you do it, because like I say, adding a lot of power to an existing frame, not necessarily a DIY e-bike, like like a mountain bike has more of a longer wheelbase than these a bike that like a moped style e-bike like the Mukkpet Ninja is. It just it's good. It has a lot of room for capacity. Don't get me wrong. But as far as putting, you know, a huge hub motor in the back, I think a 1500 watt, 2000 watts will do with 45 amps. But when you starting to increase it to 80, 150, you know, it's just dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, like myself, I know how to ride, you know, and I know the throttle control. But a person will probably, and I'm gonna say this, and I usually don't, you know, you know what I'm saying? I usually, you know, will say things that if it is dangerous, just protect yourself, you know what I'm saying, with a helmet and gloves on, you know what I'm saying. I'm not preaching to nobody because I don't wear a helmet and gloves, you know what I'm saying. Often a lot of like that because, like I said, I'm not a ride. But anyways, but I will have to let Maria know what the concerns about this bike is. So that's all I wanted to let y'all know. I'm finna get back to riding this bike back to the house, and so that way E-bike kid can go do his homework with his friend Eli. They both ride their e-bikes to school though, but you know, but okay, I will get back with y'all soon. Back some run footage back to the house, and we're gonna let Maria try this bike out right quick, see how she's like it, and yeah, we'll go from there. So all right, let's do it.
Carry that.
Oh, you talking about your your motorcycle? Nah, yeah, it's all right. We wasn't even thinking. So, okay, let's get her up to beat. All right, full battery. Woo! This thing just got so much torque down low. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This reminds me of the 80 amp controller that's on Eli's bike. And it just got so it just takes off at the bottom, so there's really no throttle control. All right. That's why I'm gonna ask her to be very careful on this thing. I did change the brakes. I think we have. Nope. Then we got the rear brake that's having a problem. I did change out the brakes on this thing. Oh, come on. Woo. All right. Can't really see that bush right there. There we go. Because he's going to Eli's house. All right, come on, ready? Come on. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later. All right. All right. It's almost to a point where this thing needs a stabilizer, to tell you the truth. All right, so we got a guinea pig. We got two out here gonna give it a go. Hold on 1 minute. Just stop. Just give it, you can start at max power if you want. You can press and hold that button down. And, all right, so don't give it full throttle, just, all right. So he's gonna go up there and come back. Go up the hill and, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That thing is moving. Oh my goodness. I gotta get his feedback right quick. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I know, I'm gonna edit it out. So we're gonna be, so she's gonna ride that Benz, the CK24. She's gonna try to race the Mukkpet Ninja. Since we done upgraded the monster, I'm gonna call it the Super Ninja now.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be the Super Ninja. Oh, don't worry about your bike. You're getting an upgrade too.
Kitchen in this video.
You're getting an upgrade too. So don't worry about yours. Yeah, we're putting dual 4 drivers on your bike. Dual 4.
Why are you doing the most on a person that can't
So,
ride that well?
well, yours about. Listen, yours is then Jacoy speed
You're
right
gonna
there.
hurt Cody and not even let her go back on the bicycle.
Why you say that?
Cause she can't ride. And you want to upgrade her bike to go faster?
No, she can ride. Anybody can ride an e-bike. And it's right, Tudor.
Yeah.
Tudor never had an e-bike, and he's riding just fine. You never had an e-bike.
You can't. What the hell you just told me outside? Cause I can ride.
Yes, but e-bikes are a little bit different than ATVs
Oh, no, nothing different.
because the engine's a little bit.
Nothing different.
The engine, it's intimidating. You know, like boom, boom. E-bike has no motor noise, so you just get on that thing, you finna do something. Like Tudor did. The front wheels came up on him.
What? I don't want my bike to go any faster.
No, yours dual motor.
I don't
Yours
want
front
my
and
bike
heavy.
to go faster.
You want to stay at 37?
It doesn't do 37,
don't,
it
and-
does 40.
I want to say at least go.
No, it's gonna do 45 when I get done with it.
It already does that with not having climate
Yeah.
on it.
What happened to that battery mess?
All right. Yep.
You just not noticing that?
Go down there that way wherever you can. Go down the street right there. But every speed run you make, you lose voltage. So, and lose voltage, that means less top speed.
Is that a new tire?
Yeah, that's a new tire.
That's a drag bike top.
Okay, he's on the throttle. Just... All right.
I'm at one.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh man. Hey, you were flying. You were flying then.
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna let nobody ride that sucker now.
I want nobody on my bike.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
Now we gotta start putting my parts on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to a new controller so it's gonna be more better off the line, okay? So what I'm saying is we're gonna put a new control on here and it's gonna give you a better control off the line. It won't be so punchy like that.
Touching.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
Yeah.
The more I ride it, I can see
The
where
more you get used
throttle
to it.
is and all that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know Addie
I love
boy.
it now.
They're like, what the f-? She had it on too.
And she liked it.
Yeah.
Put my kickstand down?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got it gradually working herself up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But it's definitely nice.
Okay. What's it?
That's all I can say.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Hey, this motherfucker went from safe to dangerous quick, boy. Yeah, get on this bitch, but the throttle. Look at that.
I know, right?
That's it.
No, go ahead. No, you good. You good. It gotta be emotion. You know what I'm saying?
See that? Yo, that's power, boy.
So that is it. We didn't upgrade the Super Ninja. Now it's pretty on par. We don't need to go no faster than what it's doing right now. And I think Maria is very happy. So now we got to do some more videos. So we're gonna do the Secret 24 the same way. Get that up to par. So that way we can all ride and everything. But anyway, so I hope y'all enjoyed that video. See y'all soon to more modifications, especially on the Secret 24. And yeah, and stay tuned for more videos on the Mukkpet, the Super Ninja now we call it. So all right, this is the E-Bike Guy, and I'll see y'all next one. Peace.